So one of you guys suggested I do this. I've been missing from YouTube for a while. I've had a lot going on. I've talked about it. I never gave the full story. So, story time. I guess the best place to start would be the beginning, usually. So, a long time ago, not that long, but a good amount of time, there was a guy that lived in an apartment with what he thought was friends. And he ended up being booted out, and he had to move back home with his father. While he was there, his brother moved in, and they were helping his dad. His dad was helping them save money. During that time there, this guy met a girl. The girl was introduced to the father. The family loved the girl, and everything seemed like it was going well. For a little bit of time, they were doing everything together. Everything was great between them. And one day they had an argument while she was out via phone. Technology, you gotta love it. And she turned her phone off. And the guy gets a message from another guy with screenshots of conversations between the guy's girl and him. Things you shouldn't be saying when in a relationship. So the guy questions the girl. He's concerned, he's upset. And the girl convinces him it was all photoshopped. The guy was gullible, I guess. Maybe stupid. Maybe hopeful. Hopeless romantic. You never know. Men are pretty stupid when they do things, especially when it comes to women. So he ignores it, gives the girl a chance. And from that chance grew something beautiful. They did everything together at that point. And I mean everything. The guy's father passed away, and she was there for him. She was there the night it happened. And eventually they bought a house together, got a car together, new phones together. They did everything together. And for the next 4 years, they lived together in this house that they got together to have a family. And during that time, the stresses of finances built up. Overwhelming, just being bombarded with bill after bill. It was starting to take its toll on the guy, take its toll on the girl who wanted to just be out. She wanted to be out. She wanted to go out. And the guy would always say, no, we need to make sure this is paid. This is paid. This is paid. Never knowing that maybe the girl had money. And the girl never saying to the guy, hey, it's fine. It's all me. Now the guy was paying about 90 to 95% of the bills in that house. So the girl would take them out. But on the days that she really wanted to go out and he would say no, he didn't know if it was financially possible. So she got no from him a lot. So to get comfortable with things in their life and their relationship, the guy decided to venture off and find some other hobbies like games and videos and stuff like that. And the girl decided to go out with her lady friend, which was fine. She would invite him, and he would say, no, have your time. I'll be doing my thing, you do your thing. A few occasions he did go with her. Now the girl's friend, also another girl, and this guy did not get along like that. But whenever they hung out together as all three of them in the same room, it was never an issue. However, with that said, the girl would feel a certain way while the guy was back there working on his videos and gaming, never going out with her, working on stuff all night, basically being in his hobby. And on the nights she stayed home, she would be watching movies alone. The guy, unaware that it made her feel a certain way, just thought everything was fine, and then they would argue a lot. Well, the guy and girl ended up splitting up. The girl left him and moved back to her grandmother's. And during them 2 months that she was gone, they stayed in contact, still talking, wanting to work things out. Or at least that's what he thought. She would come over and visit every now and then she would disappear for a little. She would go hours, and I mean hours, almost days, without talking to him, but still leading him on that she loves him and cares for him and wants it to work. She just needs space and time, as she would say so much. Well, one day when the girl was over, they were gaming together. And while they were gaming, the guy was streaming, and there was a knock on the door. The guy didn't hear it. The guy started wondering why her character isn't moving on the screen, and finally took his headset off and looked around and didn't see her at all. So he gets up, forgetting to mute his microphone, and starts looking for her. He finds her outside with another guy. The other guy showed up to the house to tell this guy that this girl had been seeing him for the last 5 months. The guy asked him if he had any proof, and he said, sure, absolutely. Expecting text. The guy pulls out his cell phone and proceeds to show the videos of them. Videos that a guy shouldn't see. The girl runs inside crying on the phone with her grandmother, screaming about, he's trying to ruin us, he's crazy. Getting angry at the guy, saying, why are you listening to him? He's trying to ruin us. And the guy's questioning her. You already did. I would ask you so many times about going out with you. All those times you told me you were out with your girlfriend. She said, he's lying. It's not true. He's trying to ruin this. I want this to work. The guy asked the other gentleman to leave the property. He was going to stay there until she left. The guy told the other guy, you need to leave the property. That's it. There is no reason for you to be here. And he said, I just think it's horrible that she's stringing you along and me. She's using you and she's using me. The guy said, I appreciate that. Please get off my property. So the other guy leaves and he goes back in to speak to the girl. She's now in tears and crying. This guy loves her so much. And tells her you can stay. She proceeds to stay there for the next month. They try to work out their differences, supposedly. She told him, I blocked the other guy, and I'm not talking to him anymore. And the guy believed that, except that wasn't the case, though. She had continued to talk to him via message and social media app, and even saw him at her job. So they have another bullcrap argument. He was on the phone one day, the guy, playing a game, sitting right next to her as she was watching TikTok videos on her phone. When he was done with the game, he went to play with the cat with her, and that turned into an argument because she felt a certain way. She felt like he wasn't paying enough attention to her. So the girl leaves the guy again, not letting him know what's going on, whether she's coming back. She just goes. About a week goes by before she finally says something and lets him know, hey, I'm not coming back. The girl says, I'm leaving you the house. The guy says, you're not leaving me anything. You paid your half and I paid my half. But if you don't want this house, I need you to sign the back of the title. So what's been going on? A lot of fuckery. In fact, so much fuckery that one could lose their fucking mind on it. It's enough to make you go nuts, isn't it? It's a fucked up little thing, isn't it? Some people think the story shouldn't be out there. But hey, it's just a story, right?